of Vlogtober. It is Sunday morning, and I'm a little tired this morning. Definitely feeling like the Sunday, you know, like on Sunday morning when you wake up and you're like, I just want to stay in bed. I hit my snooze button like so many times this morning, and I'm not a snoozer hitter. I like tend to set my alarm for like when I need to wake up, and I'm usually pretty good with like, okay, it's time to wake up. Let's wake up. But this morning, I just like couldn't. I hit snooze so many times, and it's because I had nightmares last night. And I don't have nightmares often. I really don't. Last night I had nightmares about like the weirdest things, like murder and witches. At one point there were witches in my. And I was like, I woke up this morning thinking like, where did that come from? You know, like when you can kind of like decipher, and you're like, oh, okay, right, I like watched a scary movie last night, or like I saw that scary commercial, that must be where that came from. I couldn't think of a darn thing. It's like, I didn't watch anything scary. Nothing. So that was bizarre, and was the reason why I woke up this morning, was so tired, because I didn't have a good night's sleep. I was scared. So yeah. Anyway, I am wearing the Lock by Tati Westbrook Glam Life color that I got in my Birchbox that was posted, if you're watching this, yesterday, / like I posted it today. And originally, the packaging makes the color look really dark, like a really, really dark, deep berry tone. And when I put it on, it was definitely brighter, and I was like a little taken aback and like a little worried, thinking like, oh, this isn't, you know, like I don't need like another bright red or like a bright magenta, and was feeling a little disappointed. But I figured, you know what, let me just put it on anyway. And I'm so glad I did, because I love it. I love it. It's like a deep magenta with some like a little bit of plum in it too. Yeah, I think it's so pretty, and just like such a lovely color for fall. I don't have anything that's like this. Also, the formula is amazing. It's so matte, but it's comfortable. Like it still feels comfortable, but it's definitely matte. Yeah, I'm loving it. And I've never heard of the brand before, which isn't surprising, because I like sort of live under a rock. But if you haven't tried it, I definitely would, if you're looking for like a good matte lip crayon. And that was the other thing, it was so easy to apply. Like I didn't have any lip liner, and I just like put it directly on my lips, good to go. So nice. Yeah, loving it. I'm sporting my Run DMC t-shirt today. I got this shirt from Urban Outfitters. It's so basic, but actually every time I put on this shirt, I think of when I saw Run DMC in concert. And I thought about it this morning, and I was like, you know, when was that? You know, like what was the date? Because in my head I'm like, oh, I saw them when I was, you know, a junior or senior in high school. Turns out the concert I went to was in 2002. I was 14, give or take. I was 14 years old, which means I was still in middle school. And we went to see them, and I remember, you know, for many reasons that concert was like such a huge deal, because Run DMC was actually opening for Aerosmith, and Aerosmith is like my favorite band of all time. And Run DMC opened for them, and I remember like really like falling in love with them, and you know, like it was before Rev Run even had his reality show, and yeah, I just loved them. And then a few months later, Jam Master Jay was murdered, and I just remember feeling so grateful that I was able to like see him do what he did best, and to see them as a band and as a group. And yeah, so that like it always holds a special place in my heart, and I always remember that, like when I see this, when I wear my shirt, my Run DMC shirt, always sort of repping for them. And the other reason why sometimes I think about it, I'm like, I was 14. I was probably in 7th or 8th grade, and I went to see Aerosmith in concert, which is like very bizarre, because Aerosmith is like not like Steven Tyler, that just not the most appropriate thing. But I loved them. I loved them so much. I fell in love with Aerosmith. They're like they're like my life band. You know, like you have that one band or that one musician who you will love for eternity because their music just means so much to you, and you can listen to their music like any time of the day, and they're just like, they're in another class. Like, you could love other bands and like be obsessed with other bands, but like they're your go-to. They're like, that's your band. Aerosmith is like my band, and I've loved them for years. And I want to say I probably like fell hard for Aerosmith in 2001 when they did the Super Bowl 35 halftime show, because you guys know your girl loved Britney Spears and NSYNC like more than anything. And I remember watching that halftime show and thinking like, oh my goodness, I love them all. I love Mary J. Blige, Nelly, Aerosmith, and I love them all. But there's something about, you know, Aerosmith that just like smacked me in the face. Because I think before then, the first time, you know, I had heard Don't Want to Miss a Thing from Armageddon. And it was okay, but I didn't love it. And at that time, I mean, keep in mind, I was like in 6th, 7th grade. So I hadn't really listened to any of their other albums. Maybe I heard Dream On because my dad and my mom like knew Aerosmith, and actually Steven Tyler grew up not too far away from my dad. Just, you know, all the crazy things. So like they knew Aerosmith really well, and like I didn't. So when I became like obsessed with them after the Super Bowl 35 halftime show, my parents were just like, just laughed, because they knew that like, you know, it wasn't an appropriate thing for a young person to be like obsessed with, because I didn't understand like the lyrics to their songs. Like I just loved it. So anyway, for my 14th birthday, my parents got me Aerosmith tickets. They went on tour and got me tickets to see them at Jones Beach. I went with my mom, and it was so amazing. We sat 4th row center. And I just remember thinking like, oh my God, this is going to be the best day of my life. I stood like the entire time just like staring. But I do remember being a little taken aback by how, like, I don't want to say vulgar, but yeah, like how like some of the words that he used, like he cursed. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like I wasn't offended by it, but I was just a little like taken aback and a little surprised. And just like, you know, it was just word choice. Like some of the words he said, some of the gestures he made were all just like, and here I am, like, I'm like 13, 14 years old. I probably look like 10, sitting like center, front row, like 4th row, center, just like looking up at Steven Tyler, like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love with you. Meanwhile, he's like spewing off every curse word in the book. But it was such an amazing concert. I loved it so much. But it was like one of the first moments in my life where I was like, oh, okay, like I'm getting it now. I'm getting that like my G-rated view of the world isn't necessarily like, you know, super accurate. But yeah, that was my I always think of that concert too when I see this t-shirt, because they opened for Aerosmith. It's just like all lumped into one amazing memory. Anyway, I'm gonna go food shopping today, so I'm gonna check back in after Whole Foods, and I'll let you know what I got, because you know I still haven't gone food shopping. I'm going today. Chinese food last night was really good. There was so much of it. I like didn't eat as much as I thought I like was going to eat for how hungry I was, but leftovers are a good thing. All right, I'm gonna check back in a few, guys. Woo, toasty. My stomach is grumbling. I just got out of Whole Foods. That's probably why my stomach is grumbling. Please feed me. Got lots of fun things. I'm going to haul this grocery shopping trip, but I'm warning you. We're just giving y'all a heads up. I will never preach that, you know, being a vegan automatically makes you super healthy, because I think I'm like a prime example. Maybe I'll just cut this way. This is like so not right. Because I'm definitely a prime example of like not the healthiest vegan, but like, it's real. It's real. And, like, as much as I would love to, like, eat raw fruits and vegetables all the time, I am the type of person who, like, I like junk food. I just do. And, you know, of course, it's not good to eat all the time, but it's part of what I eat, and it's part of my diet, and I'm not going to, like, try to be somebody else on the internet, you know, and, like, try to, you know, only eat, like, quinoa bowls and, like, fresh, like, cut vegetables just to, like, be like, see, I'm such a healthy vegan. Like, no. I will show you guys what I buy. Just, like, frozen vegetables and, you know, cereal. And I'll show you what I eat in a day. And to be honest, like, it is what it is. I think that I eat pretty healthy and, like, you know, try as much as I can. But at the same time, I'm not going to be, like, you know, I'm not going to not, oh, I forgot mac and cheese. That's what it was. Damn it, I knew I forgot something. It was the macaroni and cheese. But see, that's what I mean. Like, as a vegan, I think it's also, like, a lot of people are like, oh, I can't give up mac and cheese, or I can't give up this. And there are alternatives. It's not going to be any better for you than, like, anything else, you know? Like, still not going to be great for you. But it's there. It exists. But I forgot to buy it. Damn it. Anyway, I'm on my way home now. I am going to bring these groceries up. And then that's it. I'm just gonna, like, chill for the rest of today, because Lord knows I was so tired this morning. And also, it'll just be nice to, like, have a Sunday where I don't feel like a crazy person. So yeah, that's it. I am getting on the highway now, so I'm gonna go. But I hope everyone else is having an amazing day. I hope that you all have a great Sunday. And we'll chat soon. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.